Whoopsies. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Monterosis Man, and watching the video in editing, I realized that I did not hit any theories actually while editing the video pertaining to the information that you are seeing displayed in front of you now. So I've kind of made this video to kind of do a theory video to pick up about what um, these types of things are saying. So basically in here, I've taken screenshots of the source codes, and what we're going to do is we're just gonna kind of take a look at them and read them. So in the Freddy source code, you can read that it says that you're crowding us. So, but when you hop over to, where is it? When you hop over to um, the, because this one was on scottgames.com with Freddy, so this one is on FNAF World with the eyes. Their response to this is, be quiet. In the next line it says, you can't tell us what to do anymore. FNAF World responds with, yes, I can. You will do everything that tell to do, which I'm assuming is meant to say you will do everything I tell you to do. In the next line on Freddy's, it says, we outnumber you. Their response is, that doesn't matter, dummy. Oopsies. Well, actually, they don't really have a response for we outnumber you. That response is, we found a way to eject you. The eyes come back with a response, that doesn't matter, dummy. Freddy says, haha, say goodbye to our friend. And the eyes shoot back with their sarcasm, you would be lost without me. So that's kind of an interesting concept to think about, because you have to understand that that the eyes and Freddy are having a conversation. And this conversation has been going on for a long time. I heard that Scott Games and FNAF World were having and I don't know why my hands are up in this. I heard that Scott Games and FNAF World were kind of having a conversation um, for the past couple of months, I believe, or it's been about a month since the last MatPat Theory video came out. Um, I, they have it's been noted that they are having a conversation with each other. So, what are we trying to understand here? Because I, not deliberately, but I have not found out any more information about the conversation that the eyes and Freddy are having back and forth. Now, I do not know if it's been the eyes and Freddy on the website the entire time. Knowing Scott, I'm going to go ahead and say no. In the previous episode that I touched base on this, I suggested or theorized that the eyeballs are entered, but now when I look at the eyes, I'm having second thoughts. Because take a look at the eyelashes. Those are very distinct eyelashes that I closely relate to Baby. But Baby was an empty suit. But another thing to touch on is when Baby captured the little girl, Afton's daughter, Baby's eyes went from blue because in the minigame they were blue. Baby's original eyes were blue. They went from blue. And when Afton's daughter, who had green eyes, was captured by Baby, after Afton repeatedly told her, stay away from this animatronic, because this animatronic's only goal was to capture children so Afton could experiment on them and bring his son back to life. And he knew that if the animatronic saw his daughter, it would take his daughter hostage and kill her, as we saw in the minigame. But so that is why I am closely relating this to being baby. After she has taken Afton's daughter, because Afton's daughter's eyes were green, and these eyes are glowing an ominous green. And it's also good, another thing to note, point out, and notice, is that they are looking like they're at an angle, as if they are scowling, which would be understandable because these animatronics are upset. They've been scooped, but that's another thing I don't understand though. If they've been scooped and all of the animatronics morphed into Ennard, why would their eyeballs, these two separate eyes, be like this? Unless these are possibly the eyes of, oh gosh, what is his name? Michael. If these are possibly the eyes of Michael, who from the ending of Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, when you beat the 1020 mode at the custom night, you get the cutscene where Afton is talking. He's talking to his father, but not to his father. He's talking to himself, but he's relaying a message to his father about how he should be dead.
Father, it's me, Michael. I did it. I found it. It was right where you said it would be. They were all there. They didn't recognize me at first, but then they thought I was you. And I found her. I put her back together, just like you asked me to. She's free now. But something is wrong with me. I should be dead, but I'm not. I've been living in shadows. There is only one thing left for me to do now. I'm going to come find you. I'm going to come find you.
And that now he's going to come find his father, Afton. And right at the very last second, you see Springtrap pop into the screen. Springtrap is green. He has a moldy green color. So that's another thing we could take into play here about these eyes. They possibly might be Springtrap's eyes. But I don't remember Springtrap having those distinct eyelashes. Those eyelashes are like babies. So I don't quite know. It has the eyelashes of babies and the green tint that could possibly be related to Springtrap or could be related to Afton's daughter. So that's where I'm kind of stuck on the eyes because they can go literally in two complete separate directions. They can be Springtrap possibly, and they could be Michael looking for Afton, his father, or they could be Baby out possibly looking for Afton as well. But where does Afton play into all of this? Where is Afton? I believe, because when we saw Afton get I believe is what we saw, the person who got scooped is Afton. He fell victim to the very animatronics he created. He fell victim to his own traps. And that is the ticket Ennard took to get out of Sister Location, out of the facility that they were in, the underground um, building, to try to get out into the real world. And as you saw in the mini games, the body didn't last very long as it began to decay, since it was literally a walking corpse. So I'm kind of still all over the place on this, and I have not written down a hot, perfect theory yet. I'm just kind of grasping at strings everywhere. So, I don't have a definite theory to relay to you guys yet on this, but this is all a work in progress. So we in all of this, but then we got to think about why is Freddy coming into play here? So what Freddy was left in the last game that contained Freddy was Five Nights at Freddy's 4, where Afton's son was having nightmares in the hospital before he died. And in the last sentence of the game, the last sentence of dialogue spoken in the game in a different color is "I will put you back together," which we have all theorized to be Afton talking to his dead son, telling him that he will bring him back to life, quote unquote. So why is Freddy into this? Why is Freddy coming after Afton, which is presumably dead, unless it was a different person who died and got it was a different person who got scooped and died, which Matt Pat pointed out it's possibly, Rick Astley. So, um, which doesn't really make any sense because it looks like, I mean, look at that. It is like the perfect shape of Rick Astley. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, why is Freddy presumably climbing out of hell? That is a good question. And where are the other animatronics? And where do the numbers come into play? The numbers that are hidden behind Freddy in the blackness. You guys see those numbers right now. Where do they come into play? All these questions I'm hoping Scott will answer in the next update, either of the websites or possibly a game release. So that is all I have for you today, and I know it's confusing, and I'm sorry about that, but this is still new in the works, and my mind moves slower than molasses, or it's like my mind is actually kind of like a Ferrari with bicycle brakes. Once it gets going, it can't be stopped. So once I put more of the puzzle pieces together, I will relay the information that I have concocted in my head to you. So until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video, don't forget to click that little like button down below. Leave me some comments down below. It could be your theories behind this, and I would definitely take them into play. So if you want to be alerted whenever I upload a new video, or you just want to see more awesome content from me in general, I honestly consider you subscribe, and don't forget to click the little bell icon next to the subscribe button so you get those notifications. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Montrosis Man out. Bye bye everybody.